In today's video, I'm going to teach you how to build a notification workflow in Slack for new YouTube videos. If you find this useful, consider subscribing and liking the video. Let's dive in. The first step is to get to the right spot within Slack. If you're on your desktop, head over to the sidebar and click on Tools. Once you're there, look for the Workflows option and click New at the top right corner. Now, if you don't see the Tools tab, don't worry. You might find it under the Automations tab. Sometimes you may need to click on More to find it, so keep an eye out. Once you're in the Workflow Builder, the next step is to choose how you want your workflow to start. You'll see an option that says Start the Workflow. Just click on Choose an Event, and you'll be presented with a list of options. For instance, you can start the workflow from a link, which allows you to share a link in Slack that others can click to initiate your workflow. Alternatively, you could choose from a webhook, enabling external events to trigger it. There's also the On a Schedule option, where you can set a specific date, time, and frequency for your workflow. If you choose when a list item is updated, your workflow will kick off when an item in a specified list gets updated. You can even set it to start when someone joins a channel or when a specific emoji reaction is used. Once you've made your choice, follow the prompts and click Continue. Just remember, workflows initiated via a link need to be clicked within Slack to work. Now it's time to build the heart of your workflow. After selecting how it starts, you can add steps, which are essentially the actions that will be completed whenever someone triggers your workflow. These steps can be anything from sending a message in Slack to interacting with third-party services, like adding information to a Google Sheet. To add a step, pick which type you'd like from the step library, either from a search or browsing the list. Follow the prompts to configure this step and then click Save. If you're incorporating external services, you may need to authenticate your account with them to ensure the workflow completes successfully. While you're setting up your steps, you have options to customize as well. You can add variables or buttons. Variables help pull information from previous steps, making the workflow dynamic. If you're trying to route people through different options, consider adding branches based on specified conditions. If you want to rearrange, duplicate, or edit any of your steps, it's easy. Just hit the pencil icon to edit, use the arrows to move things around, or click the duplicate icon to copy a step. Once you're satisfied with everything, it's time to polish and publish your workflow. Click on the Workflows icon in the top left corner of the Workflow Builder to add a title and description. You can even customize it with an icon. Adding workflow managers is also crucial because whoever you select will have the same permissions as you. To do this, click the three dots icon in the top right corner, select Settings, and then type the name to add a manager. Don't forget about access permissions. By default, everyone in your workspace can find your workflow. However, you can change these settings, so check that out. Once you're ready and have reviewed all your details, click on Finish Up in the top right corner and then Publish. And there you have it, your very own notification workflow for new YouTube videos in Slack. Enjoy streamlining your notifications.